Hello, friends. I'm Sister V, and this is Live, Love, Grow, a place where I pause to reflect on the little things that Heavenly Father is teaching me each day as I strive to live the gospel and love like Christ. Today, I want to share with you the moment that a new seed was planted for me, and it all started with 3 funerals. At the beginning of this year, I attended 3 funerals, one for my aunt, one for a man that I used to babysit as a young boy, and one for a brother in the gospel, a fellow saint. At each funeral, I found myself thinking not just about the person who had passed, but about what people would say about me someday. And I had this strong feeling, I want to live now in a way that I could be proud of. I want to be remembered as someone who loved deeply. And I had this strong feeling that I should write eulogies for the people that are in my life, not to mourn them, but to honor them while they're here. But it wasn't until the 3rd funeral where the Spirit testified to me that I needed to get busy doing something more than just writing. So the next morning, I was driving to church, and the Spirit was really strong. So I had the thought I needed to share my testimony in sacrament meeting. But I didn't get a chance to because the stand was super full and there were just too many people who wanted to share their testimonies. So as the last person took the stand, I said a quiet prayer to Heavenly Father, apologizing that I wouldn't be able to follow through on His prompting. And that's when the Spirit just kind of clunked me over the head, and I realized that I had been living my whole life faithfully and quietly, but Heavenly Father was asking me to do a little bit more. And I heard a distinct voice that said, "Renee, you are called to the work." And so I thought in my head, sure, I'm called to the work, got it. And it was like, no, you're called to the work. You need to share your testimony, but not here. You need to share your testimony with the world. And I was okay with that in the moment. And it wasn't until I got home where maybe fear, anxiety, and all those things kind of took over. So I wrote about it in my journal, and I prayed about it a lot. And I realized I just needed to follow my own advice and follow the prompting. So this is why I started A Peculiar People. This is why I created Tales from the Tavern. And this is why I'm here. So if you've ever felt God whisper to you in a quiet moment, and if you've ever had a thought that feels bigger than you, you're not alone. And I'm here to testify that you don't have to know everything today to take that first step or plant that first seed.